What's up guys, it's Kara here, and I'm back for another quick and easy dessert recipe. Today I'm going to show you how to make my 60-second blueberry muffin. And for that, all you're going to need is quite a few different ingredients. But for protein powder today, I'm going to use the MTS pumpkin pie because this has my favorite macros on it, but feel free to substitute for any other protein. I would stick with more of like a light vanilla protein, caramel sutra, apple pie, something of that sort. So this recipe is pretty quick and easy. We're gonna mix everything in a bowl and throw it in the microwave for 60 seconds. So let's get started. I'm gonna first start with all our dry ingredients. So for my protein, I'm gonna measure out just a half a scoop of the pumpkin pie protein. You could certainly adjust this if you want more protein macros, but I'm just gonna do a half scoop because we get a little bit of protein from some of our other ingredients as well. So half a scoop of that goes in there. Now I'm going to use a combination of different flours. You guys can play around with this if you don't have everything on hand. And I'm going to use a tablespoon of almond meal flour. And all almond meal flour is just ground up almonds, 1 tablespoon going in there. You can find it at any grocery store. It's not that weird for those of you that don't have it at home. It's okay, you could just use more of another flour. So I'm going to also add in 1 tablespoon of coconut flour. So if you don't have the almond meal flour, you could double this if you'd like. Use a tablespoon of the coconut flour. Or if you have like a whole wheat flour or an oat flour, you could also use that. I'm just going to use some quick oats and throw in 1 tablespoon of those because I like my muffins to be kind of oaty and have that like grainy texture to it. But if you don't like that, you could go ahead and blend it up in your blender. For sweetener of choice, I'm using Splenda. Use whatever you like. And I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of my sweetener. Next, I think cinnamon adds a nice addition to the blueberries. So I've got this Saigon cinnamon that I just was introduced to. It has a very rich flavor. Use any kind of cinnamon you have on hand. But I'm just going to throw a little bit of that in there. And then to make our product rise, we are going to use baking powder. This is a must to make it fluff up. And add 1/2 teaspoon of that. And real quick, I'm just gonna kind of just stir right up my dry ingredients. Okay, perfect. And for our other ingredients, we're gonna add 1 whole egg, including the yolk. Get that in there. Okay, for the next ingredient, you have some options. I'm going to use 1 tablespoon of pure pumpkin. You want something to either add some kind of moist starch to it or some type of fat. So options, you could use applesauce if you have that on hand, or you could use for fat, you could add some coconut oil or another kind of oil, whatever you prefer. So add in the pumpkin, then I'm going to use some frozen blueberries. I'm going to add a couple tablespoons into the batter, and I'm going to add a tablespoon on top because I want to have some blueberries right on top after. So we're going to go ahead and mix this up. The last ingredient we have here, I'm just using some unsweetened cashew milk. But what I first like to do is go ahead and blend it all up first to see exactly how liquidy the batter is. You don't want to add too much liquid or else the product is not going to come out as muffiny. That's a word I just created, muffiny. So go ahead and stir that all up. And yeah, we are not going to need much more. I'm just going to add 1 tablespoon of my unsweetened cashew milk. Great. Now go ahead and get that blended up. Smells good already. Delish. So you are going to need to have some type of microwavable safe bowl on hand, which I do, this little white bowl. We're just going to go ahead and smells so good already. Go ahead and dump that right in there. Get everything in there. And like I said, I just want to add few more blueberries on top. If you can see that, we're gonna go ahead, throw this in the microwave, 60 seconds. I'll be back. All right, guys, 60 seconds was all it took in the microwave, and that rose up nice and big, so you've got this huge ass single serve blueberry muffin all to yourself to dig into. Delicious. Look at that steaming. All them healthy macros in there. Hope you guys give this recipe a try. Quick and easy. Don't forget to go subscribe to my channel, Kara Corey Fit Life. Get all your Tiger Fitness needs at tigerfitness.com, MTS Nutrition. Keep checking back for more recipes.